We are back with the MON Woo!
MONMUKGO.
I don't know why, guys. It got real high that time. That was for Kiki. I'm so excited. Another episode. And this one is called something that is really getting me flustered already. Tammy, what do you think love is?
I don't know about. Well, okay. Like I would know, but I guess I should know. But
yeah, you should actually.
I should know because I'm actually married. I love you, husband. But anyways, as I turn red, I was like, wait a second. He's
like, I do know.
on.
Oh God, already.
Okay, but anyways, yeah. I can't even talk.
Oh my gosh.
If you've been following us, I can't say Mom Bibis, right? Mom Bibis, for a while, you guys know that I do have my issues between Ki-hyun and Hyungwon.
Oh, what a Sophie's choice. What a terrible utility.
I know, it's always so hard. Live a hard life, you guys. But yeah, I just don't know when this happened. But when I see that the two together, like first off, I go a little bit nuts and be like, why are they in the same frame? Get out of the frame. But no, just kidding. Stay in the frame. But I get too flustered when I see those two together. You know, their personalities are like, they love each other hard, but they're so savage to each other. I mean, I see it as a big brother, little bro kind of thing, you know, going on. I mean,
Except Ki-hyun's the big bro, right?
Yeah, you know, and the energy between the two of them, like, I feel like if they were not in Monsta X together, I don't know if they would be friends, you know? So, I mean, that's where their friendship is, you know? Like, I feel like because they have the common ground of being Monsta X and being in a group, they're forced to love each other. But at the same time, you know, they're forced to love each other, but that realization too, right? Like, even though...
Like, if they hadn't met in Monsta X, they probably wouldn't have met.
Yeah, exactly, you know? But I mean, you know, we all know that they both really, really love each other. They care about each other, but they both have quirks that they can't stand each other on certain things, you know?
Right.
So
many quirks. I feel like that's what Monsta X should be called. Quirks.
It's yeah, it's hysterical. You know, their relationship is so undeniably hilarious. If you watch their other content, you know, like Monsta X-Ray or whatnot, you know, like you get a glimpse of their relationship and how they act around each other. Like one just like either one-ups each other or they go, you know, they'll say something or he'll say something and it's a flat out like back and forth, ping pong, back and forth. There's never a winner between the two of them because at the end of the day, you know, like they love each other, you know, but they have to have that word in, you know, like...
I feel like they both like to have the last word too.
Yes.
Like
exactly.
all of the 93s do. Minhyuk is horrible about that.
Yeah.
He cannot, if he's talking to someone, he cannot let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, so the whole 93 line, you know, which if you did not know, now you know, it's going to be, you know, like Minhyuk, Ki-hyun, and we consider Hyungwon part of the 93 line, even though he's January 1994, this whole New Year stuff, but on lunar calendar, excuse me. But all three of them, like, they have a certain energy to them, you know, and so
it's kind of made me think I should start asking who in my group of friends is a 93 line. I bet I could guess based on this.
Yes, yes. And so it's just like when they're all three of them are together, it's just hysterical, And I love how all three of them too, like would try to get, June Honey's like attention or Chungkyun's attention. They'll fight for their affection, Who's the better one? Who's the better one? Like it's just it's so funny, but I feel like this group, obviously I keep saying that they're my ult because they are. All six of them are like completely, each person have different personalities, but they're very, very different from each other. But I love this group so much because they are so cohesive together. They're so different, yet, when you bring them together, it just works,
Makes sense.
Kind of like, oh gosh, I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, which, my husband and I are complete opposites from each other. Never in his life will he do a YouTube channel, and do something like this. Never, 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 never. Pure introvert, like it's like to the nth degree, I'm definitely an introvert, but like I feel like I'm there's a certain percentage of me where like I could be an extrovert, be very confused to be an extrovert. There's so many cases where people don't believe me, when I say I'm an introvert, I'm like, you're sucking the energy out of me right now. I'm an introvert, so
you can be an extrovert for a certain amount of time, but then your battery dies.
Yeah, exactly. and even you at one point, you're like, it's really strange. You're an extrovert, like online, like, So, but going back to, using my husband and I as an example, like we are sheer opposites from each other. Like he'll be like, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, did you see that? A, B, C, and D, and like, 1, 2, 3, and then, and
he's like,
yeah, and he'll be like, He's very intimidating, but I'm very warm and soft in person. That's one of my qualities, you guys.
No,
give myself
it's true.
Let me be conceited for once, but
it's true.
Thank you.
I love that you guys are just like the 93 line.
We're just like the 93 line. It's so weird. Like you would think that they wouldn't work because they fight so much, but they work. So yeah.
And I do have to say, I have been loving every episode of this. Not only is there a lot more streams, we're doing it, Mom Baby, keep doing it.
Yeah, you better stream, because Minhyuk said that like if there's not enough people watching, they're gonna cut the show.
Yeah, so everybody watch at least 3 times.
I know.
You better be. But not only is it seem to be growing in popularity, which is so awesome, but I have really loved reading all the comments where everybody's like, maybe I'm gonna be Chankyu biased now. I don't know. He's really winning me over. I feel like every episode people are like, I normally don't say this, but Chankyun's really, really getting to me. I'm like, I know, guys. I know. Thank you for coming with me.
I know. It's so... I just love watching it, but like reading the comments as well, because like one mom baby was like, I think Minhyuk is now my bias.
Right? I feel like we're all changing biases again.
Yeah, and it's so
the
cute.
Annual changing of the biases if you're a mom baby.
It's so cute, because then like another mom baby would come in and be like, welcome, Min baby. So cute. I absolutely love it. Like I feel like this show is a great representation of who they are. They are a band where they don't need to prove themselves anymore. This is who they are, I
love how comfortable they are in this, especially Chankyun. I can see why everyone's coming over to his side, because he's so light and fluffy and goofy.
Yeah. and I love like a mom baby who said like, oh my gosh, like this era, like ever since he signed with Sony Music Korea, like he's been so like he let loose. We see more of his playful side now,
Oh my gosh, he's back to do sulking and stuff. Like, he hasn't
he's
done that in a little bit, so I am loving it.
he's like, yeah, he's like how he was like in Monsta X, you know?
Totally
So,
playing up those youngest vibes, and the boys are eating it up.
yeah,
As
of
am I.
course. Yeah, we are all eating it up, girl. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have to talk about my experience really quickly at
Yes.
Weebridge in Vegas. So, I have to say, Chongkyun made me melt, you know, like, and okay, obviously all of them made me melt, please, okay. So I very, very lucky, you know, that I was able to meet Monsta X, and I was able to meet them physically in person. You know, it was a high touch. We meet was really quick. Actually, all of us, you know, when we went with a group of MONMUKGO, and we didn't realize that we would physically touch their hand, you know.
Which is crazy. I mean, I've only done that one high touch, so I was like,
Yeah.
"What? You got to touch them?" Ah!
Yeah, and
I didn't get to go, so this is me.
and so we were given that opportunity to actually be in close proximity to them, and like, you know, the hands are super soft, by the way. Like, I want their lotion. Okay, anyways, you know, but that's beside the point. But I have to say, like, when I got up, you know, to them, I just didn't know what to say. Hi, you know, and Kihyun was the first person. So I'm like, I told one of my MONMUKGO friends, I'm like, I have to go through with this because I can't do this right now. I just can't, you know, but she's like, oh, you got this, don't worry, you know, just act normal, you know. So I'm like, what is normal?
How well does she know you?
I know. And so when I got up there, the thing, you know, and with stuff that happened, as we all know, you know, Moonbin's passing and stuff like that, I wanted to say something to, like, you know, brighten up their spirits, you know, and saying I love you, you know, always brightens someone's spirits, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
And I can't believe I spit that out to Kihyun, but I did, you know. So I was able to say,
It's like a dream.
yeah, so I was able to say I love you to each member, you know. Of course Hyungwon was next, and I said, and I love you, and then, you know, a high five, you know, because, you know, I should say I love you to somebody. Do you expect, you know, the next person to say it to you? I don't know, you know. So he looked over at Kihyun and he started like, you know, kind of just laughing a little bit, you know, which is like, I'm like, what is that laughter for? Do you know that, like, he's my bias and then you're by a thread, you know?
Right.
I'm not biased.
He's
right
like,
now.
you heard that, Kiki.
Yeah.
Loves me too.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh gosh. Oh, if they only knew the pull between them. Ugh. Anyways, they don't need to know. But anyways, if they ever watch this video, they'll know.
Hi,
But
guys.
I know. But then, of course, I said I love you to Junhoney too. But Chongkyun, you know, I was like, I love you, and I love you, and I love you. Pretty much in that tone, you know, and Chongkyun had the most reaction to that. He stepped back a little bit and he just smiled and, like, he grasped my hand a little bit, you know, which I thought was, like, so sweet, you know, and he had the most reaction to that. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is happy Chongkyun, you know, like, you know, he's such a lovable cat, you know.
He's so happy with life right now. It's infectious.
He had the biggest smile on his face, you know, like that little giggle from him was everything to me, you know. So I was like, oh my gosh, you know, of course there's a billion other MONMUKGOs that are making their day, but, like, it just made me feel so good that I could bring, you know, not only do they always bring a smile to our faces, that I was able to communicate that message to them as well, you know, like that I love
especially
them.
when they needed to hear it.
Exactly, you know. And so instead of me just planning to say, like, oh hi, oh, hi, you know, because that's on a normal day, I would have said that only, you know, but, you know, that day felt like, you know, I should say something a little bit more precious and more special, you know, and yeah, that's my story of Chungkyun, like giggling and being a cute magnet and, you know.
Best era.
Mhm.
Yay! And I
Yeah.
feel like it so feels like the beginning.
Yeah.
And this
It really
show to me
does.
also feels like the beginning.
Yes.
And we've been talking for a very long time. Can we watch the show now?
Yes. Yes.
I just realized we just got
I know.
this post-show discussion.
I know. This is sorry, guys. Sorry, but not sorry.
Guys, Tammy just saw Monsta X again live, and we need to give her some time. I'm really supportive, not jealous at all.
You
But
know.
I mean, it's always good to hear anytime anyone sees them. I feel like they bring such joy,
They do.
you know. So I'm glad that you got to give them even just like a little bit back.
Yeah, just a little bit back, you know, because come on, let's be real. All the mom babies, like, there was such a huge line for them, you know. So they must have felt so good, you know, seeing
Yeah.
how much love they are receiving globally or internationally, you know. So, but on the screen is what do you think love is? And that is the famous line to Hyungwon's line, of course, to the love song, which as of this recording is the 1 year anniversary. So happy
Which is
one-
insane.
yeah, so this tells you time passes by really quickly. So happy 1 year anniversary to love, you guys. And how fitting that this episode has this title. This is totally planned. So
And definitely one of my favorites.
Yes. Yeah. So you guys, we normally don't have this long of an intro, but if you guys,
Monsta X!
yes, it's Monsta X. It's Monsta X. So if you guys missed our other MONMUKGO or MONMUKGO on episodes, we have watched all of them up to this point, and we have a playlist for that, and we keep reference that. Why can't I talk? Reference.
You can't say any word that starts with an R.
I don't know. Weird. I could say it on a normal day, but I mean, maybe this is not a normal day. I don't know.
Try
But
rolling them. Go
yeah.
for it.
referencing Monsta X-Ray, we have a playlist for all 3 seasons of that. And yeah, it's 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Why did I second guess myself right there? Always second guess myself. I don't understand why. You know, so yeah, we have a lot of Monsta X content. So we've gotten to know the guys pretty well through their variety shows. So check them out.
Check it out.
All right. Without further ado, this is probably as long as the episode. So let's get it.
All right. What do you think love is? I hope he's going to say it.
Oh
Here we go.
gosh, you're such a young one right now.
I know. Sorry, guys. I'm so excited. Here we go.
뭐라고 생각해? 아무래도 내 모든 걸 바칠 수 있는, 포기할 수 있는 그런 게 사랑이 아닌가.
사랑은 아낌없이 주는 거야. 대가 없이.
They're not talking about each other, right?
Oh my god. Are they?
아니지.
Do I have to say it's love?
His face is so good.
사랑의 한 종류라고 할 수 있지.
더 대답이 필요한가? 사랑보다는 애증이라고 하는 게 맞는 표현인 것 같아.
오.
사랑하는 날 위해 어디까지 해줄 수 있어?
500 정도?
돈 빌려주는 것까지 가능하지 않을까?
I think I could lend him money. I think.
Oh my gosh.
넌 사랑이 뭐라고 생각해?
Oh my gosh!
아, 날씨가 안 좋아. 어쩌다가
Oh my god.
저희 두 명만 부르셔가지고.
선생님들, 둘이 부른 이유가 너무 궁금해요.
저희가 알기로 두 분이 서로 항상 많이 투닥거리신다고 들어서
네.
준비한 특별한 특집이 있어요.
아, 혹시 뒤에 가발집인가요? 모발 있는데. 모발.
해주시면 좋을 것 같아요.
Why does he want to put on a wig?
I know. Oh no, what does it say?
다시 가져가 주시죠.
Oh my gosh.
넌 사랑이 뭐라고 생각해? 자, 규칙 1. 5분 이상 멀리 떨어져 있지 않기. 자, 2. 짜증이나 화내지 않기. 이유 없이 짜증 화를 낸다면 우정의
I don't know if
끈이
Kiki can do that.
우정의 끈?
Are they going to be tied together?
말 끝에 용을 붙여주세요. 예로 그만해요. 미안해요.
아, 존댓말을 하라는 거구나.
아니, 용이죠, 용.
아,
용.
그러니까 아,
죽여버려요. 이런 거. 죽여요. 세 번째, 거친 말을 하고 싶을 땐 사랑이라고 말하기. 짜증 화낸 후 즉시 포옹으로 화해하기. 그 우정의 끈을 꼭 해야 합니까? 이게 뭡니까? 이게 줄어드는 그 끈이구나.
아,
아하.
이게 끈이 줄어들면 우리가 더 가까이 있어야 되네.
이 정도면 괜찮다. 우리 화내지 말자.
이 정도는 괜찮아.
이 정도면
Oh
괜찮아.
my gosh, these two.
야, 날씨가 좋다가 너 만나니까 이러냐?
알았나?
이번 주 계속 좋았던 거
자,
아니야?
넌 사랑이 뭐라고 생각해? 첫 번째 코스는 커플 사주 궁합입니다. 여러분의 환상적인 케미를 알아보세요. 내가 태어나서 커플 사주 궁합을 한 번도 안 봤는데 처음을 형원이랑 해야 돼? 너는 본 적 있잖아, 사주 같은 거.
그건 사주는 이제 매 사주지.
그러니까.
커플 사주는 안
난
봐봐.
태어나서 사주를 본 적이 없어. 용.
Oh my gosh.
그럼 갈까요?
일단 가시죠. 네, 일단 가서 보고.
여기 아니야?
Oh my gosh, this is hysterical.
Okay,
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but Hyungwon being like, "Do you think I've gone?" Like, bro, you've known me forever. You think I went to couples fortune telling? I loved how he said it. He was like very.
And Hyungwon blaming the weather on him. He's like, the weather's been nice all week. And then until you got here, I was like, oh my gosh, you're savage
Why
already.
did he scream if they have to hug? Oh my
Oh
god!
my
I'm so
gosh,
excited.
this is gonna be amazing. I'm wondering what this fortune is gonna be between the two of them. Oh my
I
gosh.
cannot wait. Alright, here we go.
So hysterical.
안녕하십니까?
아, 예, 안녕하세요.
잘 부탁드립니다.
예,
He's so annoyed.
성함이 손오공?
네, 손오공입니다.
아,
잘 부탁드려요.
무슨 일로 찾아오셨습니까?
약간
Can't
부끄러운데.
say it.
궁합을 한번.
예?
사주 궁합. 예.
일단 사주를 먼저 받아봤는데,
예.
네.
벌써요?
예. 궁합적으로 전혀 안 맞습니다.
아, 진짜요?
예, 거의 이제 이게 멤버가 아니었다면 못 만나는 궁합이에요.
그건 맞아요.
맞긴 맞아요. 첫인상이 굉장히 안 좋았거든요.
아, 그래요?
얘는 끝인상도 안 좋아요.
예, 그래서 어떻게 이거 멤버 생활을
Oh my
가능한가.
이게 지금 방송이 아니고 진짜죠? 진짜인 거죠?
예.
아, 진짜로?
일단 기현 씨 같은 경우는
네.
불로 태어났어요. 화로 태어났다. 근데
I
형원
see
씨는
that.
나무인가요?
형원 씨는 나무로 태어났다면 궁합이 좋았는데, 예, 금으로 태어났어요. 금 중에서도 이제 보석으로 태어났습니다. 예.
Jewel.
근데 이제 기현 씨가
그래.
화로 태어났으니까 이 보석을 녹이려고 하는 겁니다.
너 차라리 접어!
Stop filming today.
녹이려고 하고
예.
이러니까
예.
상극이라는 거죠.
아,
근데 이제 나쁜 건 아닙니다. 왜냐하면
네.
기현 씨는
네.
화로 태어났는데 아주 따뜻한 화예요. 착한 화.
Look at me.
물, 어둠 속에서 밝게 빛나는 화. 이 스타죠, 스타. 그 스타의 사주는 맞습니다.
감사합니다.
선생님 혹시 통과 제리 아십니까?
그렇죠. 알고 있죠.
저희 팬분들이 저희한테 통과 제리라고 많이
So
하는데
true.
이거 이제 사주로 봤을 때
예.
누가 톰이고 누가 제리?
성훈 씨가 그리고 기현 씨가
You guys does not
근데
agree.
요즘에는 사실 톰이 더 평판이 좋은 거 알죠? 제리가 진짜 와 세상에 그렇게 나쁜 놈이 없어요.
우리는 그냥 똑똑한 거죠. 똑똑하고 뭔가
They're already fighting
톤
about.
안에 이렇게 톤을 두고 이렇게 하는 거잖아요. 그렇다는 거야.
톰도 뭐 나쁜 게 아니고 제리도 나쁜 게 없는데
예.
왜
Oh my
제리를
gosh.
쓰냐면
예.
화로 태어났는데 지지가 전부 목이에요. 목이 이제 불을 일으키는 기운이잖아요. 그래서
네.
기현 씨는 벌리는 걸 좋아합니다. 뭔가 하고 뭔가를 만들고
그렇게 뭘 벌려요.
뭔가 벌리는 걸 좋아하는데 기현 씨 같은 경우는 뭔가 만들고
예.
뭔가 실행해보고
예.
틀리더라도 실행해보고.
저는 약간 그런 스타일.
예, 그게 기질이에요. 여기는 닿는 기운입니다. 금이라는 건 가을의 결실이잖아요.
딱 이렇게.
뭔가를 모으고 절대 돈을 안 쓰려고 합니다.
아, 이
형원 씨
친구야.
같은 경우는 뭐냐면 자꾸 모으고
Calling him
모으고.
cheap.
여기 성과주의입니다.
맞아요. 저는 좀 성과주의예요.
그러니까 두 분이 너무 안 맞는 거죠. 뭐냐면 여기는 자꾸 만들려고 하고 여기는 성과를 내려고 하고. 그 두 분이서 근데 이제 완전히 궁합이 최악은 아닌 게
Oh, wow.
시너지라는 게 있어요.
What?
왜냐면 여기는 일으키려고 하는데 여기가 그 속에서 성과는 나타내려고 하니까
아, 적당히.
어떻게든 멤버를 만났으니까 굉장히 좋은 결과는 나올 수가 있는 거예요.
아.
왜냐면 일반이었으면 안 만났을 건데.
근데 진짜 생각해보면 그럴 것 같아요.
네. 근데
여기 용화인데요.
만나다 보니 결과는 좋은 결과가 나올 수가 있는 거예요. 그러니까 인생이라는 건 그런 겁니다. 결과적으로는 좋은 궁합이 될 수도 있다. 이렇게 보면.
선생님 아까 처음에는
애써 뭔가
그렇게 포장하시려고 아까 분명히
아니,
처음에
옛날 시대는 단순한 시대였다면 현대 시대는 고차원의 시대잖아요.
그렇죠.
그럴수록 오히려 극단적인 만나서 해야 되니까 폭발성이 더 커지는 거잖아요. 뭐 비슷한 사람끼리 만나면 비슷한 결과 나온다면 여기는 완전 상극이니까. 아하.
최악이 되든 최선이 되든 둘밖에 없는 거예요.
아 근데 또 우리 계약이라는 게 있으니까 또 최악은 안 되겠네.
제가 또 계약이라는 그 계약이라는 그 이제 종이 아래
They have to work together.
될수록 좋다.
열심히 해봅시다.
Oh my gosh, these two.
서로의 사주에서
네.
어떤 점을 좀 저희가 노력해서 보완해야 좀 더 약간 좋은 관계가 유지가 될까?
Getting right
두
to it.
분이서 이제
예,
어떤
예.
점을 보완해야 되느냐.
예.
이분은 보석이기 때문에 더 이상 할 게 없습니다, 사실. 본인은 완벽한
Oh my
사람.
gosh, look at his face. He love hugging.
꼬리 내려.
He's smiling.
How many times have we said he's perfect?
이거 애 늙은이일 수도 있죠.
아 맞아요. 약간
어.
그래요.
이분은 존중을 받아야 되는 사람이죠. 왜? 늙은이니까. 늙은이는 존중을 받아야 되는 사람.
아 그쵸. 존경해야죠.
기현 씨는 이제 형원 씨의 어떤 완벽성,
네.
톰처럼 괴롭히기보다는
존중을.
존중, 그러나 이제 일으키는 기운이니까 기현 씨가 물어보고 일으키면 된다. 야,
아하.
하자. 그때 사진 들어봤지?
네.
우리가 하면 좋다잖아. 일단 해보자. 그렇게 하고 하면 좋고, 기현 씨는 뭐라도 시도를 좋아하니까 형원 씨는 가만히 있고 싶겠지만 같이 시도를 하다 보면 형원 씨의 성과주의로 인해 가지고 결과가 반드시 만들어지니
아
귀찮지만 기현 씨가 하자 할 때마다 무조건 해라.
그래 좀 해라. 해용. 해용. 그럼 저는 뭐든지 시도하는 편이니까 그 중에 뭔가 이 친구가 약간 이렇게 덮어주는
그렇죠. 덮는 기운.
10개 중에 뭐 한 5개 정도 말릴 수도
그렇죠,
있고.
그렇죠.
아,
근데 이분은 그 중에서 뭐가 좋은 건지 보는 눈도 갖고 있어요.
선구한.
그렇죠.
성구와
거의. 최고의 성질.
나무로 태어난 사람 만나면 둘이서 이제 일으키려고 바쁘죠.
약간 그 나무가 주원이나 민혁이지 않을까 느낌상.
Of course.
혹시
Right?
All want you.
23년
손가락 바로 내니까. 네, 알겠습니다. 보겠습니다.
Look, Minyaka.
93년
Yes!
11월 3일.
이민혁입니다.
알겠습니다. 이분은 토로 태어났어요. 토는 중재자를 뜻합니다. 뭐냐면 이분한테 고민 상담 가면
네.
고민 상담도 들어주지만 당사자 욕도 하는 겁니다. 야,
Look at these two!
너도 고쳐야지. 너도 문제가 있어. 이렇게. 왜? 토는 중간이니까.
야, 이거 저 아니 이게 너무 신기하네요, 선생님. 이게 너무 신기한 게
Wait, I'm sorry. Did Kiki just stamp his little feet under the table and this? Oh my gosh, the editors. Oh my gosh.
So amazing!
That sounds like a you problem.
I know.
I can't. This is so bad. So did you see what
해야지만
Keon,
되지.
like,
너도 문제가 있어. 이렇게 돼. 왜? 토는 중간이니까.
야, 이제 아니 이게 너무 신기한 게 이게 너무 신기한 게 정말 실제로 민혁이한테 전화를 하면 이렇게 하면 될 것 같은데 근데가 붙어요. 근데 너 이거 이렇게 해야 돼. 너가 지금 이렇게 하면 안 돼. 너가 이렇게 해놓고 바라면 안 되지. 이렇게.
중용을 만들어주니까.
야, 이거 너무 신기하다. 방금 거는.
시너지는 없다. 토랑.
이게 구조가 이래 됩니다. 이분이 양쪽을 극하네요. 그러니까 뭐냐면 기현 씨는 화해 성질도 갖고 있는데 목이라는 건 뭐냐면 목극토죠. 땅에다가 나무를 심으면 나무가 땅을 자꾸 뚫고 들어가잖아요. 그러니까 민혁 씨를 자꾸 또 변화시키려고 하는 거죠. 기현 씨는 변화의 주체입니다. 기현 씨 반드시 필요해요. 멤버 중에. 기현 씨가 있어야지 일이 시작이 됩니다. 그 다음에 일의 마무리. 그 다음에 그 민혁 씨가 중간의 역할을 하는 거예요.
약간 맞는 것 같긴 해요. 저희가 이제 공연을 가잖아요. 공연 이제 곡 리스트 같은 거를 항상 짜는데 제가 이제 뭐 좀 많이 넣습니다. 막 이것저것 해가지고 넣으면 그럼 이제 민혁이가 와가지고 아 이건 좀 이거니까 이렇게 정리를 하고 이 친구 그렇게 하자. 약간 이런 느낌이에요.
여기는 이제 정리가 완료돼야 움직여요.
약간 그런 느낌이에요. 실제로 진짜로.
That's G1 is for. That's G1.
주환이야, 이 주환.
We're gonna go down the list.
10월 6일.
아, 이분은 목으로 태어났어요.
오, 야, 너.
아, 여기랑 케미는 기가 막히겠네요.
기가
Here we
막히게.
go.
You got that right.
완전 좋아요.
아.
둘이서는 벌리는 결승이에요. 그냥 뭐냐면
That is so
한번
G1.
해보자 좋다, 한번 해보자.
진짜 완전.
예. 근데 이분이 봤을 때 두 분은 쟤들 또 머리 아프게 또 시작하고. 그러니까 이제
여기 좀 이렇게.
You are
이 친구도 너무 몬스타 X의 기둥. 이제 주원이랑 저.
Look at his face. He's like, no.
기둥. 뭐든지 이끌어 나가는 기둥.
나무가 기둥이죠. 그래서 기둥이니까 뭔가 시작하는 기운. 뭔가 시작을 해야지 결과가 있는 겁니다. 그 시작하는 것도 굉장히 필요한 기운이다. 결과도 필요하다.
그래서 이 친구랑 이렇게 딱 기둥을 세워주면
그렇죠.
제가 딱 이렇게 저 속에 딱 이렇게.
그 멤버가 진짜 기가 막히게 잘 짜여져 있네.
성균이
96일. 96일.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
이 친구 진짜 정말 궁금한 거.
이 친구는 속을 할 수가 없어요. 이 친구는 속내를 안 보여줍니다. 그러니까 뭐냐면 술이라면 그렇게 이제 우리가 이제 술하는 건 뭡니까? 깊은 바다 들어가면 검은색이죠.
어둡죠.
근데 바다 안에 들어가면 뭐
Oh my gosh, it's editing.
겉으로는 이 사람이 무슨 생각하는지 알 수가 없습니다. 그러니까 속에는 다양한
Potter.
어떻게 보면 지혜로울 수도 있고
네.
수의 기운은 그렇습니다. 지혜로울 수도 있고 하지만 신비주의가 굉장히 강하다. 제일 독특하죠.
네,
맞아요.
제가 어떻게 해요? 저희
제일 독특한 기운. 그럼 멤버들이 잘 짜여져 있네. 멤버들이 굉장히
합이 좋나요?
굉장히 필요한 구성의 요소를 누가 이게 섭외를 했대요? 굉장히 잘 짜졌다.
92년
So new.
6월 18일이거든요.
손현우.
6월 10. 근데 두 분 사주 보러 온 게 아니네 지금.
아 근데 이제 어쨌든 이제 이도 둘이지만 이게
The more the better.
이분은 끼가 되게 많네 이분.
He's trying not to laugh.
이분은 가만히 있지 못해요. 예, 뭔가 에너지가 넘쳐요.
맞아요. 맞아요. 막 이렇게 막 뭔가 해야 돼요.
그래서 진짜로 저 집에 잘 안 붙어 있고
맞아요.
그냥 막 앞에 막 그냥 운동하러 혼자 나가고 가만히 안 있어요.
멤버들 간의 합은 잘 어울러지고.
오행이 골고루 다 섞여 있잖아요.
잠깐만. 금?
So cool.
금,
Yeah, not one's the same.
금, 수. 네, 목화토 금수가 다 들어가 있는. 어떻게 이렇게 짰지?
신기하다.
그러니까.
원래 이렇게 같은 성질을 가진 사람들끼리 모여있으면
그러면 안 돼요.
그쵸.
그러면 일을 벌리는 것만 하다가 결과도
수도
없고
있구나.
중재도 없고 신비주의적 기운도 없고 하게 되면 산으로 가죠. 근데 이제 앞에서는 누가 노를 젓고 뒤에서는 노를 방향키를 조절하고 누구는 돛을 만지고 여러 가지가 있을 때 배가 하나가 되는 건데.
옆에 사람 달리고 있고.
그렇죠.
형이 그 리더예요.
아, 이분이 리더야?
네.
네, 그래서 직접 본다.
Oh.
봤는데 우리 선생님한테 본 게
예예.
너무 잘한 일 아닌가.
예예.
뭐, 나쁜 사주는 아니니까
어찌됐든 시너지를 낼 수 있다는 거니까.
네, 일단
그게 중요한 거지.
벌려볼게.
그리고
좀
이제
이렇게-
말 좀 잘 듣고 존중 좀 해주고. 진짜 안 했으니까 내가 뭐 하는 거지. 이제 하나 좀 해줘라. 네.
아 너무 재밌었다 진짜.
뭐 그분 이야기.
I am a gem.
아우 이게 뭐야?
Oh my gosh, what's it gonna say?
이거 한 장이야?
Oh no, what is production? No, these two. Oh my gosh. What is this?
인생 최고의 추억을 담을 인생 네컷 찍기입니다. 사진을 참고해 포즈로 멋진 추억을 남기세요. 사진.
웃어. 웃어. 짧아지면 안 되잖아. 웃어.
한번 볼까 어떤 포즈인지.
자 참고형 포즈 서로 끝. 아 끝에
끝에서
있다가
끝.
좀만 더 왔다가 넘어가서 왜 시키는 거야?
마지막 뭔데 저거.
와락하기용? 참고.
참고.
Just a reference.
생각을 해보자. 아 여기 뒤에 또 있네.
아, 또 있네. 아 이거 주디 어때 주디? 이거 첫 번째 거.
Oh my gosh, Judy.
그러면 그냥 아니, 그럼 참고역이라고 쓰시면 안 되죠. 내가 진짜
Again,
이 굳은
so
날씨에
picky.
너랑 이 굳은 날씨에 너랑 인생 내 것을 찍으려고.
아 오늘 아침부터 아침부터 되게 헤매 열심히 했는데.
그러니까
Oh my gosh, so cute. Right?
Please.
Oh my god.
아 내 건 이거야.
야, 딱 봐라 영원아 봐라. 딱 압구정에 그냥 딱 이렇게 써가지고
Nothing.
Oh my gosh.
내 거다. 마음에 드는데.
Ridiculous.
가자 찍자. 빨리 찍어 가자.
그래 찍어보자.
야 내가 왼쪽에 팔을 차고 너가 오른쪽에 차는데 너가 거기 쓰면은 되겠어요?
이렇게.
Why are you?
자
아니야 저걸 해야 돼 우리.
그럼 이거 바꿔 끼자. 이거 내가 오른쪽으로 해서 오른쪽으로 갈게. 너가 잠깐만
내가
일단
머리 이렇게
이거-
해서
이거 하고
이거 하고
내가 이렇게 해서 한번 하고
이렇게 한 번 하고
Oh my gosh.
이거 그거 아니야? 하울의 움직이는 손?
Please drawing.
아 이거
짜증 아니지 이거.
내가 젤이잖아.
일단 해보자.
일단 해보자.
아 이거 딱 너가 앞으로 하면 되겠네.
Oh my gosh.
Relax, Judy.
자 그럼 이거 난 좀 싫어하는 표정이잖아. 보니까 나는 좀 싫어하는 표정이고 넌 약간 되게 밝은 표정이고.
You look like you are.
야, 잠깐만 좀 위로 올라가 봐. 내가 밑에서 해야지.
Oh my god. I love that one.
욕할 뻔했다.
I almost
야.
cursed.
야, 여기다가 팔을 대.
아이씨,
여기다가
아이씨.
팔을 대라고.
아이씨. 이렇게?
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
아이씨.
아 우리가 시간 많이 썼나 보다.
아이씨.
야 이거 이렇게 잡아. 야
Waiting for that kiss.
참고요. 참고.
용이에요 용. 참고 용.
아까 들었죠? 저 남자랑 스타킹에 가고 싶지 않아요.
야 얘가
어떻게 나왔냐?
어둡게 나왔네. 이거.
아, 나 진짜 엄마 나 열심히 살아요.
Oh my
딱
god.
그것만 하네.
잘 나온 것 같아요.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
연예인인데
자,
메이크업 열심히 해주셨는데 예쁘게 나와야지.
Oh.
가볼까요?
근데 일단 나오시기 전에 저희가 화를 내는 걸 분명하게 봤기 때문에
아니야. 좀 화 안 냈는데?
이렇게 많이 여기 끊어야지. 어? 아 그렇게 사진 묶어요?
Oh my god.
우리 아까 한 번 하긴 했어. 참고용.
I love how
정도
Youngwon
한번
accuses
해줘야지.
him. You got angry.
가죠. 자 이렇게 좋은 결과를.
이제 어디로 가요?
너가 읽어줘.
자, 넌 사랑이 뭐라고 생각해? 다음 코스는 안락한 집입니다. 평소 요리를 해주는 기현을 대신해 형원이 만든 닭떡볶이와 함께 즐거운 시간을 보내자.
안 만들어봤는데.
일단 가죠.
일단
He's trying to be nice, but he's like,
일단 가요.
Let's get going, yo.
우리 억텐 안 하기로 했는데. 그러니까. 오늘 약간 억텐 특집인데.
Inflicting damages. So cute. I love this so much.
I love this one.
Oh my god. This is so amazing. Oh my gosh.
What? What? Look at this. Has Kiki ever smiled more? I mean, I'm sure he
우리
has.
억텐 안 하기로 했는데. 그러니까. 오늘
Why
약간
are your eyes
people?
cursing at me? Okay, I have to say this is my favorite. 'Cause Kiki is so cute in
I
it.
know, that's my favorite too. Oh my gosh. I love that picture so much. Oh my gosh. And
Ah.
then bottom left is so Kyungwon, that smile. Oh my gosh. So cute.
I'm
Oh.
gonna do it to you again. Please look at he's so cute. Look at his face. He's like, young one's going to be cooking.
Oh my gosh. That's
And look, he's like,
떡볶이와 함께 즐거운 시간을
떡볶이
보냈어요.
안
I don't know how to
만들어봤는데.
make one.
일단 가죠.
일단
일단 가요.
myself so depressed.
So annoyed. Let's get going.
She's trying not to get mad so that the thing won't get shorter. Oh my gosh. It's like, let's get going, yo. Oh, God, right now.
I love how they're like, you didn't do it just like the pictures. This was reference. You said this was for reference. Like, so, like,
I know.
he should have had flaming eyes. I was
I
dying.
know. He went ham on that. Yeah.
But luckily, he still is doing this. So
Oh.
cute.
My gosh. I don't know about you. I felt, he's talking about inflicting damages. So please. Oh my gosh. I
I'm
was
feeling
like,
him.
I was like, what is happening right now? Like, these two on screen. Ugh.
I love how their couple fortune telling ended up being a full like Monsta X fortune telling. That guy was like, another one? Okay. Oh, another one? Oh, okay.
Is this not a couple's fortune
not.
telling?
And you were right immediately. They're like, well, who would Minhyuk get like have better chemistry with? Well, who would Juhan have better chemistry with? What about this one?
Oh
It's
man.
all a competition. I feel like Kiki was gonna keep going until he found his wood. So when he found Juhan, he was like, yes.
He's like, oh yeah,
Knew
that's so
it.
true.
I knew it.
I knew it was Juhan. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, because we're unstoppable, the two of us. We hold this whole band together.
Yeah. It's so the main pillars and freaking Hyungwon, his face. He's like, you know, like he's like, I don't know about main pillar, dude. You know.
But I did kind of like that his job is to like cap it up. You know what I mean? I thought that was cool. How it was like two people to get all the energy going, get it started. 2 people to make sure you actually follow through with the main part, and then Hyungwon to zhuzh it up, make it pretty, put a bow on top.
Yeah.
Or as he said, he's the cherry
on top.
I also heard the jewel, the gem, the gold. I feel like at first Kiki was annoyed. He was like, "Oh, he's gold."
Yeah.
He was angry already. It was like, see, that's the fire.
I mean, the guy even called him perfect. He called Hyungwon perfect. You don't need to fix anything. You're perfect. Okay, let's be real though. You and I, how many times have we always say Hyungwon is perfect?
He literally shouldn't be real.
Yeah, he's not real. He's perfect. Please. I mean,
there's a tiny part of me that still believes he's an AI creation or something, like a robot. There's just a little part of me that's like, wow, there's so much better robots than us. Where do I get my Hyungwon? But yeah, so funny. I also love Kiki. Look at this, is perfect. Annoyed.
Oh my gosh, hysterical. I can't believe they made a special of these 2 guys. Oh my gosh.
I love that Kihan's like, our fans, you know who Tom and Jerry is? He was like, yeah, I know who Tom and Jerry is.
Oh my gosh.
So good. And I love how they're like, oh, it's so cringy. It's like, whatever, guys. We know that you love each other, and if you win on a show, you're all huggy and crying. Please.
I know, right? It's like, it's really interesting because I wonder how their relationship was like in the beginning, when you first start to get to know each other.
According to Kihan, Hyungwon left a very bad impression.
Yeah.
And according to Hyungwon, Kiki leaves a bad one every time. That was so funny. Hyungwon's so quick. I feel like he has so much confidence because of, into Oppa, all his acting gigs, emceeing.
And Minhyuk being his best friend.
Right? It's just really so fun to see him in this versus, No Mercy, or even the first season of Monsta X.
Mm-hmm.
He's another one, just like Chinkyun. He's just so free and messing around. He does full body reactions. Like when he went to throw the card.
I know. I was like, come on. Fake throwing the card. Please.
Oh my god. He's just so dramatic now, and I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's definitely a person who changed as well,
He definitely changed. I just love their little faces. I've never been to I never went as a couple.
태어나서 사주를 본 적이 없어.
Oh my gosh, look at these 2. They're so disgusted.
그럼 갈까요?
일단 가시죠. 네, 일단 가서 보고.
여기 아니야?
아유, 내가 너랑 이런 데를.
I can't believe I'm here with you. From the moment they walk in.
Yeah.
Literally ugh, why does it have to be you?
I know, right?
There was something about, look at him. Fire. There was something about how Kiki was like, I didn't want to go for the first time with you.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
He's thought about doing it, but never with Hyungwon.
No. Never with Hyungwon, of course not, Oh
but he's actually thought about going, just, not with you. Ugh. I loved all these graphics. Look at this. Look how happy he is. Which totally makes sense, of course.
Yes.
Sorry, Kiki. And
근데 형원 씨는
나무인가요?
금으로 태어났어요.
Gold.
이제 보석으로 태어났습니다.
Look at him. And then his smile comes.
근데 이제 기현 씨가 화로 태어났으니까 이 보석을 녹이려고 하는 겁니다.
It's true. Oh my god.
This is 1000% their relationship. Look at
It really
laugh
is.
from Key. Look at Youngwon's like, huh? What?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I just look how happy.
요구하고
오늘 촬영 접어!
Oh my gosh, I love it.
And then I really loved when they were talking about Minhyuk, and he was like, "Oh, that's true. When I call him, he's always like, yes, you should do that, but before you need to do this and this. But before you should be doing this."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cute." He's like, "Great idea, but don't forget to also."
Right.
It's
so funny. The fortune teller was on point on every single number, though, you know. And I love the expressions from both Hyungwon and Kihyun. Like, they were so stunned. I mean, come on. By the end of it, Hyungwon's like, I'm gonna take your business card. I'll be back. You know?
And I feel like that makes sense. I think, you know, a lot of time when someone tells you their perception of you, you can be surprised because you don't think of yourself that way. But when you hear someone talking about someone else, you're like, oh my God, they're just like that. Oh my God. Like, and that really has to make you think, oh shoot, I'm probably just like that too.
Yeah.
But I thought this suited them, and I thought it was kind of like hilarious when he was saying that Hyungwon just wants to finish things up. I'm like, yeah, he's asleep till then.
I know, right?
Just wait. And he's like, you don't want to do things, but every time Kihyun asks you to do something, you should do it. He's like, okay. It's exhausting just thinking about it.
And I love the reverse too. Kihyun's like, oh, so Hyungwon would be the one to stop me from doing 10 things, you know, so I would do 5 out of 10.
Yeah, he's like, bring all 10 ideas to Hyungwon and let him pick. He's got taste. He's a jewel.
I know, right?
Honestly, that was part of what I heard, that he has excellent taste. You should trust his judgment. But I mean, it's also really hard to be the person who keeps coming up with ideas. Like, I feel like Kiki never lacks for ideas, which is amazing.
Yeah.
That's a real talent and skill. And I think Chinkyun's a little bit the same way. I feel like both of them like always have another idea at the back of their heads.
Yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
This is only part 1.
I know. Did we not say in the intro, you know, that all 6 guys have very different personalities, but when they come together, they work really well. Thank you, fortune teller, for, you know, solidifying what we said in the intro. Okay.
Validation.
Yes, I need my validation, and I got it. You know,
right?
Yeah.
But he is right too. I do think that when you have different personalities mixing, you know, that's why we always want to have like a bunch of people who are different from us, like in a workplace or like in a friend zone, because then you just see more than you would see if everyone thinks like you. So I love that he pointed out how much that helps them. Like,
yeah. I mean, like, take the both of us, for example. Our personalities are very different from each other, you know? And so, I mean,
but that's how we learn from each other.
Exactly. Cool. Yeah. And you're very extroverted and I'm very like introverted. And so in different aspects. So, I mean, we work out really well.
Right. That's what I heard. This was, how are they always even better than I think they're gonna be? I just love their reactions. I feel like Kiki is also super laid back. I just feel like they're all in like the happiest era ever.
Yeah, you know, like again, like I feel like they don't need to prove themselves anymore. And if anything, you know, like they're first off, they're a 3rd-gen band. They are still in the music industry. They're breaking barriers because
they're still hitting records, surpassing themselves.
Yes, they are surpassing each album, like Shape of Love to like Reason. Like there's an uptick, you know, and they're one of the few bands that could do that, you know. And honestly, you know, they're not really super trying hard. They're just being themselves, you know. They're putting out good music, and you know, it's just all of us MONMUKGO are so proud of them, you know.
And I hope maybe we've been around, like people have been supporting them. I know they had that terrible low for a little while, but hopefully now they feel like they have a base that is gonna always come back.
And there's new bibbies that all the time. And like, quite honestly, you know, like even on Twitter the other day, there was a great tweet about like, oh my gosh, you know, like Shownu's back, I'm a new baby, you know, like it's just like you know, they're so excited like to be part of the fandom. And because like when they first joined, like us, you know, like Shoni was already gone, you know,
Yeah.
like, so, you know, this is like so huge for us, you know.
Yeah. This feels
So-
like such a, you know, I'm happy for every new baby coming in. Yes, we
Mhm.
want you, we need you, and honestly, you couldn't come at a better time.
Yeah.
So just get in here. Well, we used to be crop top heavy, but now I think it's shirts optional. So
Well,
welcome to the fandom,
we got the show bros here. I mean,
right? Two show bros here.
they used to be
Who
no
don't-
bros, like Bosu bros, you know, but now conservative bros. But now, I mean, ever since Kiki said on Youngjin's health center that they're now show bros, you know, I just can't stop saying that now. Like they're show
Right?
bros, you know.
Show bros.
Yeah. So
Show bros who do not want to hug each other.
I know. Hilarious. Hilarious. Okay, again, validation. Validation. Did we not say in the intro if they weren't part of Monsta X,
Right.
they wouldn't be friends? That's
Which is
how
exactly what this dude said.
different.
He was like, "Oh no."
their personalities are so different from each other, you know? And so it's really strange, you know? Like
Right.
again, validation. We get brownie points, y'all. Yes.
All these mom baby lessons have really been paying off.
I know, right? Watching all this content and learning about the guys, man, you know?
Ugh.
Ugh, so good.
Ah! I love
Uh,
it so much.
oh my
I want
gosh.
all of this all the time.
I feel like each episode that we watch of the series just keeps getting better and better, you know? And
My only thing is, I want more behind the scenes.
yeah,
Give us more of those.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Ugh.
you know, again, you know, I think we say this in every episode, but or at least almost every episode, that we are so grateful for this series.
Yes,
You know?
it brings such happiness and joy,
It's
and
such-
I just
ugh.
hope it never stops.
I know. I hope it never stops either, because quite honestly, it brings so much happiness to Mom Baby, and you know, we just keep learning new things about these guys. You know,
Right? Because they've grown and changed so much. It's like we know Bebe Monsta X, but it's so much fun to rediscover them as they're trying new things, learning new things.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's so funny. I feel like in a weird way, Kiki and I have a lot in common and yet also a lot different, but we both always want to try new things. We're always running around, doing more. That is
Mhm.
definitely me. I am an Aries, fire sign,
Mhm.
early Aries too, so hot.
Mhm.
So I feel like in that way we have so much in common, and yet he's so like organized and clean.
Yeah.
We don't have that in common. But I do feel like there's a lot, like, it's interesting. The more I know about Kiki, the more I'm like, ugh, like I feel like we could be siblings.
I know, right?
And then I could introduce you to him, so that would be cool.
yeah, that'd be great. Like I was like, why do I keep doing this? Okay, anyways.
Just a little shoulder look.
And for me, Hyungwon and I are very alike. Like we're very chill. Like I feel like I'm organized like Kiki. Like if you guys see our like weekly schedules, you'd understand.
Those are all Tammy.
But you know, in terms of like a chill personality, you know, like I feel like I relate to Hyungwon a lot, you know? I mean,
Yeah, but you don't sleep as much as him. That's the one thing.
I used to sleep a lot.
Okay.
I used
Before
to sleep
you
a lot.
do.
I used to sleep. Yeah, before you do. Yeah.
No, yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm
that's
no
good.
jewel though, please. No jewel, no gold, none of that
I don't
stuff.
know.
Not perfect,
I
but
don't know.
but the chill personality, I'll go with chill. You know,
I think
like
that's like just like
very laid
them, it
back.
kind of works. Like I wanna start new things and you wanna finish things. That's good. That's a good
Closer.
combination.
closer.
Closer,
I know,
cherry on
right?
top.
I know, right? Again, drives me crazy at work sometimes where I can't close some projects. I like closing things. Wow, that sounded weird, but yeah.
I don't know. I was like, I was wishing you had a door to slam to punctuate that.
I know. Door up here.
This episode's so good. How can just going to a simple fortune teller be so funny?
I know. And them taking pictures together. The struggle is real with both of them.
Okay, we saw that short earlier, and I was like, I don't understand why he's choking Kiki. Now I get it.
Yeah, now we understand. It was for reference, okay?
Reference! He should have been kissing him.
I
Kissing his
know.
cheek. I love the editors. Oh my god, so funny.
Yeah.
I love when they were like, barf, barf.
I know. That was so funny. And I love how production had like drawn cartoons for reference, because then they said like, oh, this is copyright. Here's a drawing of it, what it should be, you know?
Right. We don't have the rights to House Castle. Here is a 3-minute reproduction.
Oh my gosh. And I love this episode so much. I mean, like, we always hear production laughing, but I feel like I felt like them laughing so much, like, you know, throughout the whole entire episode too, you know?
Every time they read a card, I felt like you could hear them snickering.
Yeah, they're like, this is a good idea for these two guys, you know?
Oh, Kiki was trying to, like, scratch something off.
I was like, what is this, a scratcher? I don't think it works that way. I know. Oh my god.
They're
so funny together. As much as they don't like being around each other, they love being around each other, please, you know? But oh my gosh, how did I wound up biasing two guys who are exactly the opposite from each other? I don't understand. This is where my INFJT comes in, you guys, because everyone knows that MBTI, we are misunderstood because we always contradict each other. Here's an example. I don't understand why.
You're like, I like that, but I also like that.
Get
it. Means you have a wide variety that you're interested in. Good for you.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate, girl. Appreciate.
I assume everyone's going to go back to being Kiki and Wani babies now.
Oh gosh, these two. I'm already there. I'm already there.
Well, in case you're not there enough, I think we've got another episode of this next week.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for it.
Can't wait to see Hyungwon, who actively avoids cooking anything.
Oh my gosh, you have a chef, someone who loves to cook, and then you have someone who in the past is very notorious for butchering ramen. So
Ramen!
Yeah. I mean, like,
literally the easiest.
I mean, in the first episode, MONMUKGO, like, he's like, I need to prove myself. Like, I know how to make ramen now, you guys. And Minhyuk was kind of like, he's like, yeah, sure, you know?
And did he? Not really. I mean, they said it was okay, but I felt like it could have been better.
But this is gonna be interesting because I
think how like hovering Kiki was to Juhon when he was cooking. It's gonna be like a million times worse because there's gonna be nothing to distract him.
I know.
He'll just be standing behind, being like, "You don't use that knife. What are you doing? Are you boiling that? What the hell?"
I know. It's like I think
it's gonna be too spicy. Put in more water.
I know. That sounds like Kiki. Oh my gosh.
The whole time he's gonna have to be nice about it, otherwise they'll just get closer and closer. They are kind of close. What if when he's chopping, like?
I know. What happens? Like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
We didn't talk about that, by the way. I love how production was like, he's never supposed to take it off. He took it off. It was supposed to be harder.
Oh my gosh.
He's just like, this isn't working. Click, click, click. All right, cool. I was like, what? You're not allowed to take that off. It was so quick. They didn't have time to do anything. It was already over. They were like,
I know.
Okay. But I'm hoping it gets a little shorter so that when Hyungwon's like chopping, he's like, oh.
Yeah, it's like he's standing right there. Why does it have to be so short?
He really
Wait
can't
for
get
me.
rid of him.
Get away from me, you
We'll
know?
just be judging and backseat cooking, like, ugh.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my gosh, this
I
is gonna
can't
be
wait to
so
see
much
our
fun.
gem try and get melted.
I know. Yeah, attempt to be melted, at least. By the fire.
So good. So good.
This series is so uplifting. I love them so much.
This series is just what we needed right when we needed it. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, boys. You get us.
I know, right? All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode, which did not feel like 21 minutes, and we probably talked for 50. If you're
Only 50? I'm not sure.
If you stuck out this long, you get a pats on the back from us, you know. So and
Mom, baby, pats.
lots of hearts. Oh man. Okay, I need to close this out.
It's so hard because they're right there. Oh,
Now you just got
why
distracted.
do you keep trying to change him?
Now you're just distracting me. All right, you guys. If you guys like this episode, because we sure did.
I'm sorry. I can't stop myself.
If you like this episode, because again, we sure did. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we are and we will see you guys next time.
안녕.